Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, was arrested on the 19th of February 2026. Not rumored, not alleged. Arrested. And the document trail that led there? 3.5 million pages of Epstein files, released by the DOJ under a law that forced their hand. This is not going away. This is just beginning. In January 2026, the Department of Justice released 3.5 million pages of Epstein documents under the Epstein Files Transparency Act. That was the trigger. Within weeks, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, was arrested, not questioned, not invited for a chat, arrested. On the 19th of February 2026, the documents are specific: flight logs, deposition transcripts, newly unsealed files, and the names inside those files go far beyond Andrew. Crown Princess Mette Marit of Norway, Princess Sophia of Sweden, Mohammed bin Salman, Sarah Ferguson, multiple royal households across multiple countries, now under documented scrutiny from the same paper trail. Andrew had already paid over $12 million in a civil settlement with Virginia Giuffre back in 2022. At the time, the establishment largely moved on. They cannot move on now. The files are public. The flight logs are confirmed. The deposition transcripts exist. The walls are down. Andrew is not alone. As of March 2026, 16 major public figures have been arrested or resigned across multiple countries, all connected to the same document release. This is a global cascade, not a single scandal. And it is still being obstructed. Senator Whitehouse formally demanded DOJ compliance after NPR exposed the fact that Trump-related files had been withheld. They were not released voluntarily. They were exposed. There is a difference. Congressional Democrats and survivors groups have united to press for further releases, pushing hard against the resistance inside the DOJ itself. The Epstein Files Transparency Act is the legal instrument making all of this possible. It forced disclosure. It is why 3.5 million pages exist in the public domain right now. Without it, these names stay buried. The fight to release the remaining withheld files is ongoing, and the pressure is not letting up. While the Epstein files are cracking open one layer of institutional power, another layer is being quietly constructed. The Department of Homeland Security is funding AI biometric surveillance, and the governance frameworks to oversee it are, by their own admission, lagging behind the technology itself. The TSA is rolling out facial recognition across 65 U.S. airports, not piloting, rolling out. Your face scanned, logged, processed, at scale, with minimal public debate and minimal accountability. In Europe, the eIDAS 2.0 mandate requires all 27 EU member states to deploy digital identity wallets by December 2026. Every citizen, every country, one digital identity infrastructure, continent-wide, within the year. That is not a future projection. That is the current legal deadline, and people are responding. The 28th of March 2026, just days away, is set to be the largest coordinated protest day in U.S. history. Over 3,000 No Kings events are planned nationwide. That is not a fringe reaction. That is mass resistance, organized and direct, aimed squarely at the emerging authoritarian technocratic order being built in plain sight. So here is where we are. The Epstein files have cracked open the protected class, royals, politicians, global figures, and 16 of them have already been arrested or forced out. The DOJ is still withholding files. Senator Whitehouse is demanding compliance. Survivors are still fighting. At the same time, a surveillance architecture is being assembled around all of us. Facial recognition at 65 airports. Digital identity wallets mandated across Europe. AI biometrics with no governance to match. These are not warnings about the future. They are facts about the present. And on the 28th of March, more than 3,000 protests are planned across the United States in a single day. People are paying attention. People are pushing back. The question is whether the pressure holds, and whether the files that are still being withheld ever see daylight. Stay alert. Stay informed. This story is moving fast. If this resonated with you, follow us. We're on TikTok at arob.berry34579 and source1nons. Find us on X at rob127414593 and irobberry36400, and we're on Facebook too. Search Experientiate Agents or Rob Berry. More is coming. Stay with it.